Everything's a little bit weird now, because tonight it is showtime. In the middle of the street light, oh, we celebrate a good times, because tonight it is showtime. Come and walk with me, 1273 down the Rockefeller Street. Life is marching on, do you feel that? 1273 down the Rockefeller Street. Everything is more than surreal.
Hey everybody, it's Monster Review Girl, and welcome to another video in the mini-series on the Reptile Kingdom. Today we're going to be talking about the Reptile Kingdom itself. So, based on what little I know of this place, the Reptile Kingdom is basically, the crocodile hunter's dreamland. Like, friendly, big, happy, lovey creatures that he gets to wrestle. Most of them being lizards. Okay, now that I've had my nerd moment, seriously though, Steve Irwin, huge inspiration to me, my husband, everybody else in my generation, it seems, to take care of animals and such. Okay, I'm gonna get back on the main topic now before I go on a whole other ramble. Geographically speaking, it's quite unique. Unlike spirit realms, it is fully connected to the physical world with borders that appear on a physical map. You don't need a portal or magic to enter, and you can just simply walk right in. However, despite this, it cannot be considered to be a completely natural realm, because using what the Reptile King refers to as the TARDIS effect, the nation is actually bigger on the inside than it appears on the map. While it takes up the space of a small country on the physical map, the kingdom itself has a vast amount of space within it, easily the size of a large continent. Due to its internal size, the kingdom has a wide variety of ecosystems ranging from deserts, swamps, mountains, to grasslands. Even a small sea with islands can be found, despite the kingdom being completely landlocked on the outside. It is, however, lacking any sort of Arctic environment and very few human settlements. The human population and populations of most types of mammoth remain very small in comparison to the amount of land available. Roads are poorly maintained and almost non-existent in the vast wilderness that makes up most of the kingdom. Despite there being few bandits, it is still considered very dangerous to travel unguarded. This is largely caused by the native wildlife, which I'll go over in another video. Places of interest. So the Reptile Kingdom is a vast kingdom full of seemingly endless wilderness. Just like any other kingdom, though, it has many places that are of interest, be they locations built by people or simply naturally occurring landmarks. Here are some of these places. Kokoto Village is a town situated in a region called the Verdant Hills, a place with wide open plains and small mountains that is ideal habitat for dragons and wyverns, both mammoth and the great beasts that populate the wilds of the kingdom. Kokoto itself has an interesting history, founded by a man simply known as the hero of Kokoto. This man is extremely old, to the point where only he and the king himself know his age or even his name. He is thought to be one of the first hunters who helped control the wild beasts of the kingdom, and the first to slay a wyvernoid. After years of hunting, he had retired as a hermit into the Verdant Hills. However, he didn't stay a hermit for long, as people came to him to sort of learn how he did what he did. As more hunters came to him, Kokoto Village formed. He took the title as chief, a title he holds to this day. Some of the earliest pupils of the chief formed the Hunters Guild in this village and codified its laws in order to keep the common goal of a healthy population within the wildlife, while keeping the people and beasts in harmony with each other. Now the village remains one of the main hubs for the Hunters Guild, and their main headquarters can be found there. Yukumo Village is a town founded where volcanic region and rainforests meet. The two wetlands and light volcanic activity in the region have caused it to be engulfed in mists, giving it the name the Misty Peaks. Itself is largely populated by immigrants from Zipangu and the Mist Continent. Ryu and Shirohebi have a large population, as well as lizard men who follow the Bushido Code, and non-reptilian mammoth from Zipangu and the Mist Continent such as Hinezumi and Nekomata. There is a clan of Kunoichi who have taken to giving lessons there, and frequently work with the maid geckos to train women and mammoth how to be basically ninja maids, because why not? This place is known for its frequent martial arts tournaments, and even more well known for its hot springs. It is also a main hub for the Hunters Guild. Poke Village is a town built in the snowy mountains. While there is no place in the kingdom that can be considered to have an Arctic region, this is the closest we're going to get. Farming is still possible because of how low altitude it is. Um, this is the place where most of the ice hulks are kept and bred, a creature I'll go into later. Providers of furs for the rest of the kingdom. The mammals harvested for fur are prey to powerful reptilian beasts, especially the fearsome tigrex or its mammal counterpart the tig, who both migrate here frequently to hunt large, fatty game, so a number of powerful dragons tend to travel to. Because of this, the Hunters Guild has a strong base in order to keep the town safe should anybody decide to... should anybody decide to get a little rowdy. Lately, the population has grown due to an influx of Yeti, who have moved here for reasons unknown. Poca Village has two notable landmarks: the world's largest piece of malachite, which can be found unmined and uncut in the town center, and a massive sword enshrined in an ice cave near town. The sword was once wielded by a giant warrior who founded the town and has long since passed away. The sword itself is far too large for any human to normal man to use, but it's far from useless. The blade crackles with dragon blight, and when damaged it will regrow as if alive. Certain individuals are permitted to mine materials from the sword to make larger, more manageable weapons that carry its power. However, on occasion these weapons take on a life of their own, becoming a special type of cursed sword that can generate dragon's blight as well as a normal cursed sword. These are called Black Dragon Blades. There's some ruins, a great sand sea, the second largest city in the kingdom of Al-Hadar, which is sort of a trade village. The reptile capital, which is of course the capital city, probably the most, probably the most civilized area you're going to find here. And then the Dragon's End. Basically, this is where dragons go to pass away. And I'll go into that a little bit in another video. And the Gateway Triangle is a patch of water found in the inland sea. It acts as a gateway to similar kingdom, to other patches in other places. Basically, this is a way for seagoing creatures from this realm to transfer into the standard encyclopedia realm, and vice versa. Sailors often end up coming here by accident. So that's basically it for geography, places of interest. This has been Monster Review Girl signing off. Check me out on Patreon and Discord, links to which will be in the description. Like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more. Goodbye!